Hi guys! Welcome back to the channel, Luna the Book Moth. I am here with chapter 5 of my book. As always, please don't re-upload my stuff, and enjoy! Chapter 5. They were nearing the bottom when they came across a strange doorway in the mountainside. It was stone and had strange letters carved into the top of the doorframe. The inside was dark and silent. Look at that! Must be a passage of some sort. Dillon, let's get out of here. What? Why? That's an ancient starly text up there. This is the tomb of an ancient curse. Ancient curse? If it's a curse, then how could it have died? Come on. Dillon pulled out the lamp and lit it. Then he headed down into a deep abyss of darkness. He was barely down the stone ramp when Dawn called behind him. It says that whoever should tread upon this unholy ground and break the seal will seal their own fate as death. Rubbish! You're just scared. It says, those who are lost and those who are found will never leave this deadly ground, for upon entering you'll be lost in the dark. Death to all who have not the spark. Dillon? Come back, Dillon! Dillon was too far down to hear her, and the darkness was sticking to him. It seemed to lead him to a large room under the mountain, where a round stone tablet sat on a pedestal. It had writing on it that he could not read, but in the back of his mind a voice said, "It's probably dusty. Just rub it off and you'll find a perfectly clear message." So he approached the strange tablet and held out a hand to wipe it free of dust. Someone was watching. Somewhere in the room, someone was definitely watching. He turned and looked around to find the source of this strange feeling, but no living soul could be found. He fixed his gaze back upon the tablet and touched it with his outstretched hand. A blue glow emitted from under it. He tried to move his hand away, but it was stuck. He struggled as a mass of green-blue energy poured from the stone and gathered in the air. It came closer and gathered around him. Dawn! The dim light in the chamber grew brighter as the cloud of energy grew bigger. A symbol appeared on Dillon's right hand as it remained stuck to the tablet. It glowed a bright green and was seemingly made up of many arrows pointing in different directions. The mass came closer and reached out. It was about to touch him. He flinched and turned his head away, knowing he was about to die. But nothing happened, so he opened his eyes. The energy froze in a brilliant light. Dillon turned his head backward to see Dawn standing in the doorway, holding her necklace in an outstretched arm. Her hair was streaming and glowing like a comet tail. Her eyes held an emotionless gaze and contained the light of a star. Feel my power. Know me. Know who I am. And follow. The light was so bright from her that he didn't notice the energy had dissipated until it dimmed. The symbol on his hand was bright. He tried to remove his hand, and this time it came loose easily. He looked at the symbol on his hand and turned to Dawn. "Are you all right?" she said, running toward him. "Just fine, I think." "Oh, thank goodness! I'm so sorry. If I had known this mountain housed a curse, I would never have brought us here." "You couldn't have known that. Anyway, it's my fault. I was the one who came down here, even though you told me not to." "It's a very good thing you're not dead. I wonder why it waited." "Do you think it's because of this?" Dillon held out his hand. "The mark of arrows! I thought it was just a myth. If that appeared on your hand when the curse came in contact with you, you have Starliti ancestors! You're probably descended from the ancient prince who was exiled here. Apparently the mark of arrows was meant to deal with and ward off curses." "Okay." They looked around the dark room. "Where did it go, do you think?" "The curse? The mark on your hand. The curse was absorbed into it when exposed to the spark." Dillon stared at her quite intently. "I've got a curse in my hand?" "I know! It's all my fault! The good news is that it doesn't seem to be doing much harm." "The only good bit, I'll have you know. Now I've got a crazy symbol on my hand, a curse in it to boot, but don't worry, it won't do much." Dawn's eyes started tearing up. No, I'm sorry. You did all you could, Dawn. It's my fault." I'm sorry too, but there's nothing we can do about it now. We'll just have to keep moving. The two turned and walked to the doorway before noticing a strange noise. They turned around to see the stone tablet quivering in the dark. It shook violently and grew to the size of a coin. Then it rolled off the pedestal and across the floor until it knocked into Dillon's shoe. It laid flat on the ground for him to pick up. What now? It has Starly on it. Let me see. Dawn quickly examined the small tablet. It says, "Here lies one of the 7 curses, the curse of the lost. Be wary, for all who break the seal except the heir will find only death." 7 curses? Yes, it was a story told to me when I was growing up. I always thought it was a children's story to keep you from going out at night, but it seems it's true. And only the heir will escape their judgment and fury. Guess that makes me the heir? The heir was one who could summon something known as the spark. It's an extremely powerful magic that can repel the darkness itself. Technically, I was the one who summoned it, so maybe that makes me the heir? They laughed for a bit over it as they came to the entrance of the tomb. The tablet was placed safely in Dillon's pack as they went on. That night, another dream came to Dawn, this time concerning the 7 curses. The woman in the white cloak appeared from the darkness. Her blank eyes stared through Dawn. Her crown and necklace twinkled. She turned to reveal a mural behind her. The mural depicted a fight between 2 men. Polaris was the battlefield. 2 brothers once held the belief that they were to be king. Jealous of one another, they fought often, but the younger was never to overpower the elder. He grew always more dark-hearted toward his brother, but could not triumph over him. The mural moved, and the fighting figures disappeared in favor of the younger brother in front of a wall carving with 7 circular stone tablets. He had his arms raised. The younger knew he could not win against his brother alone, so he turned to dark magic. The 7 curses were hidden deep within Polaris, but could be used by anyone who touched their hand to the center stone. The younger cloaked himself in their power and went to challenge his brother. The power had made him different, not only in look as his hair and clothes turned black, but his heart was overpowered and evil set in. The mural changed again to the younger brother pointing to the elder who was kneeling on the ground. He won easily, but his brother would not let up so easily. Polaris was in a state of fear as the younger brother took the throne. The scene of the elder brother entering the heart chamber came next. The elder absorbed the power of the heart and went against his brother. For fear of hurting the people, he gave them each wings with the power of the heart. They left Polaris while the battle raged. The first scene once again graced the mural. They fought terribly, but in the end, the elder brother was triumphant. The power of the heart made the curses fall. They poured from the younger as he fell on his knees. He asked the elder for forgiveness as the curses swarmed around him. The mural then swapped to the younger on his knees, pleading to the elder. The curses asked to eat his soul, but the elder was merciful and gave the younger his king's crest. He told him that he was no longer welcome in Polaris. The curses raged against the elder, but he separated them to 7 and cast 6 of them off the edge. To the last one, he said, "You may have your revenge someday." He cast a mark on his younger brother that would be able to absorb the curses, but drive off others. The mark of arrows appeared on the younger's hand. The younger was banished, but was able to keep his king's crest for protection from the curses. The elder then returned the heart to its rightful place as the people returned to theirs. The mural returns to the heart chamber. The elder spoke to the final curse, saying that no one should have such power. If the wrong held it, then it would be the end of Polaris. So he bonded the curse with it, so that if someone held the heart for too long, the power would unleash, and they would be destroyed. The mural changed to the heart of Polaris before the woman covered it again. "Your time draws near," and she was gone into the dark.